Hey everybody. So, I once got hired for a photography job at a company party out in Little Rock City, Ellicottville. Um, Supposed to be a well-paying job, but I show up and the guy who hired me, he liked my style. So please, do some tarot readings, do some of the other things you do while you're there. It's like, okay. So I show up to Little Rock City looking for this company party. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of filming. Mostly, I'm thinking I'm just going to do readings. Maybe a little counsel if it comes up. So, I can't find anybody anywhere, and I've never been there. Oh, I'm sorry. I was there once before, briefly, when a friend had taken me. I had no idea what it was. Uh, so now I'm in the middle of the woods, driving around, realizing that, like, I've been driving around for so long, I'm low on gas. I don't have service either, which was cute. So I finally make my way out of the area, at least out of that out of the park. Get to a point where I have service. Call and text some mutual acquaintances, the guy that hired me. Finally, someone gets back to me and says he moved the company party. It's 2 hours away from where I am, and the son of a bitch didn't tell me. So, like, oh, great. Well, I need to get gas. So, I mean, I'm sure some of you know where the gas station at the end of the 219 in Ellicottville is. That's where I went. I walk into the men's room because, nature calls, and it's a one-person men's room. Now, as soon as I walk in, someone walks in right behind me, and everybody in Ellicottville must have had the same goddamn idea, because there are 10 fucking guys in this one-person bathroom, and I'm in a line, and someone walked in right behind me, and then another person. It's so packed in there, I don't even know how to get out. It's like, so we're all just crammed like sardines, waiting to use the stall. Like, all right. I'm wearing a lot of bones, and a lot of eyeliner, and a lot of fringe. I am surrounded by flannel, and everyone is staring. Like, is this the day? Or, this is going to be like the time you stopped at the one stoplight town in Pennsylvania that had the pet store that doubled as the music store. And someone said that coat don't work around here, buddy. I thought it was going to be one of those things where, I could be potentially strung up. We'll see. But finally, it's my turn to use the stall. And all crammed, and the guy who's walking out, just like trying to get by me so I can get in. We're so close. Like, he's a short guy, so his face is like right in my chest, and he's like, "That's a big tat, man, big tattoo, He's like, "That's a big tat." This is real quiet. I was like, and I just say like, "Yeah, I know, I got a big one." You could have heard a pin drop in that bathroom. It was already quiet. You don't have a bunch of people in flannel making a lot of small talk in a men's room at a gas station. But when I said that, the guy's eyes just went wide, and he got the hell out of the bathroom. He just plowed his way through people and was like, "Oh my God, I've offended the straights." But he does that, and I realize what I've said. I'm just like, hold your head up high, Josh. Walk into the stall. Do what you gotta do. I walked out of that stall. The entire bathroom was right to the sink. Get to the sink, and then line straight to the door. All of those men were right on top of each other, trying to stay the hell away from me. Now that's not, so that was fun, but leaving there, like, well, I got stiffed on a job. This cost me money to get out here and to refill my gas tank. I just survived the men's room, which was cool, but I'm feeling a little frustrated, a little out of sorts. So I pop on the Beach Boys and decide just to drive around a little bit, blow off some steam. Now, it's dark at this point. Sloop John B., and you all better know that song. Sloop John B. starts playing. I love that song. I'm a Beach Boys fan. So, I'm driving and I see a woman in the road, standing in the road. So, I slow down and stop the car. I'm just waiting, listening to Sloop John B. But she's not moving. She's just standing there. Not looking at me. Standing middle of the road, looking at what would be like the left side for me. So, like, do I honk? Should I hit my high beams? Should I get out of the car? Well, we get another like 15, 20 seconds into the song, and now, well, I gotta do something. Like, I don't know what's wrong with this woman. Maybe I should call the cops. But then she turns, looks at me, takes 2 steps forward. 1 step, the second step, nothing. This is not a poorly illuminated road. This is near a streetlight. I can see. It's not like it looked like there was somebody in the road. There was a goddamn woman standing in the middle of the road. I stopped the car for her. I was only 20 damn feet away. I mean, I stopped the car after a nice slow crawl, thinking that the person was crossing the street. I stopped the car because I realized that they weren't crossing. The lady looks at me, takes 2 steps, and vanishes. Gone. Totally gone. This isn't the first time I've run into something like this. Not even close. But then I start thinking about it. Like, well, she was wearing an old dress. Like, I'm trying to rationalize this, so I start going through all the details. Like, what I can't actually believe that this wasn't a corporeal flesh and blood woman. There's no part of me that thought it wasn't. None. So, I'm like, well, how did I not know? How did I miss this? Like, how did I not realize how? And I was thinking about it. And I was like, well, her dress was old, and wait a minute, like, her dress was old. And she was holding something in her left hand that was, that looked like a handkerchief. And I'm thinking, there's a woman in the road wearing something that looks like it's, you know, 150 years old, holding a handkerchief, staring off into nothing. Like you just thought it was a woman standing in the road. And it looked like a woman standing in the road because it was. But it's little details, not so little details, that I didn't consider. I didn't consider it. I didn't consider them. I didn't, I noticed that it was a very old dress, but I didn't think anything of it. I was listening to the goddamn Beach Boys, to Sloop John B. So now I'm sitting in the car like an asshole, just stopped on the street, staring off. Sloop John B is still playing. And the next time you hear the Beach Boys, or you can even put this on and try it yourself, pop on Sloop John B. And imagine a dead, quiet night in the middle of nowhere with not a sound anywhere else. It almost has an eerie vibe. It's no less enjoyable, but now whenever I hear Sloop John B, all I can think about is the woman who stepped into nothing. So, oh jeez, there's probably like 20 ghost stories to tell, but I like that one because I feel like the Beach Boys are a part of the story, and that makes me happy. So that's the one you get first.